Hi there, this is Troy Messenger back here with another Inkscape tutorial. So today I'm going to show you how to create this cool broken mirror effect on your text. Okay, so first of all, what I'd like to do is set up the canvas. So if you will all click the View menu, what I would like you to do is switch from wide to default. Okay, so originally we have the toolbar over here on the right, but if we switch to default, we'll see the toolbar appear up here on the top. So just to make sure that we're all looking at the same thing. So let's create some text. So we're going to do that by clicking on the A tool over here in the icon menu and just click somewhere and start typing. So we're going to click on our page and start typing. Okay, just for the effect of the shattered letters, I'm going to choose all caps just to make them a little thicker and heavier so we can really see those broken lines. The next thing I'll do is I will highlight my letters, still in the text tool here, and I'll select a font, a nice heavy font. So I want something with a bit of weight to it just so that we can really see those broken pieces. So we could go with something like a standard impact, any heavy kind of text. For this one I'm going to use Gill Sans Ultra Bold. Really anything heavy will do. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to kern them a little bit, just to bring them a little closer together. So we can kern it by actually using this toolbar up here, as long as we still have the letter A selected. By clicking here, we can make those letters get a little bit closer. Almost touching would be the best. Okay, now we're ready to proceed with the breaking. Okay, so we're going to start it by creating some triangles, and we're going to use the Bezier Curves tool to do that. So there's this little blue pen over here, and we're going to do single clicks at the vertex of each triangle. And finally return to start. So we get a nice triangle wedge. We want to make sure that wedge extends out beyond the border of the letters. Next I'm going to go down to the color menu at the bottom here, and I'm just going to select a color so that this fills in solid. Okay, now we're going to move to the select tool, and using the select tool I'm going to make sure that my triangle is selected, and holding the shift key that my letters are selected. Okay, now these two are selected. I'm going to right click and duplicate these. So now what I have is one identical copy on top of the other. I don't want to move them out of place, but I wanted to show you that they're actually there. So there's one identical copy on top. Now the actual shattered text effect uses two path menu tools. So the first one that we're going to do is path intersection, and that's actually going to leave a piece at the overlap spots of the triangle and the lettering. Okay, now you can't see it because it's black, but you can see that only this area is highlighted. So let's change it to red so you'll be able to see it there. Okay, it's there. I'm just going to move it out of the way. And now select the triangle again and shift select the letters, and then we're going to go path difference, and that's actually going to cut the hole. Okay, so we created the piece and then we cut the hole. So let's do another. We're going to repeat this many times. So single clicks at each point of the triangle. We're going to fill it, and then we are going to shift select the letters in the triangle, just these two. We are going to make one duplicate, path intersection, and then let's change the color here, and shift select path difference to create the hole, and repeat. Now you're going to do this as many times as you would like to get the number of pieces that you want to use. So the color is really arbitrary at this point. The important thing is the process. Duplicate, path, intersection, and we'll move that aside. Path, difference. and repeat. Single clicks, fill the triangle, select tool, shift, select the black lettering, just these two, one duplicate, path, intersection, and shift, select again, black letters, path, difference. And let's just do a couple more small pieces. Okay, shift select the original letters, one duplicate, path intersection, shift select black letters, path difference. Why don't we just take the one more little piece off of here? Okay, so I'm selecting the black lettering, one duplicate, and path intersection to create the piece, and path difference to cut the hole. Alright, now you can see that my very colorful lettering down here does not look exactly like the lettering up above. So the final way to get this effect to really pop is to add the shadow and the color gradient to do the mirrored effect. Again, purely aesthetic. It doesn't change the process, but just get these things looking the way that you want them to look. We are going to select them all by drawing a large box around them. And we will use the menu item path union. And that's going to take all these individual pieces and it's going to make them into one. So you see that they've actually become all one color as well by doing that. So these are all one item now. So we need to open up our fill and stroke menu over here. You'll see it's this paintbrush at the corner of the canvas on it. And make sure that this is selected. And what we're going to do is we're going to select the linear gradient button. That gives us this cool black to transparent effect. Okay. We need to set these colors for this to work. So we're going to use the gradient tool. It's over here, the green gradient square. You may find it in an additional menu items button down here in the corner. That's going to give us access to these points right here. These are actually representing the colors in my gradient. So when I click one, the color is going to appear over here. So I'll click this one and I will set this color to a medium gray. And I'm going to click this one. And this one right now is transparent. So if you notice this little alpha slider here, what we're going to do is we're going to slide that all the way over to 255. And then we are also going to select an almost white, but not quite. Right? That's going to give us that dark gray to light coloring. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to move this to a vertical position. Okay, and we're going to add that shadow. So to add the shadow, we're going to make one more duplicate. So it's right on top now. And we are going to set its color to black, just by clicking down here. Black. We are going to add a slight blur to it, just 2%. And we are going to select object lower to the bottom to have that appear behind our lettering. And there you have it, our broken mirror text effect.